again by Rob Parker. But first, Shannon, what does this tell you?
Well, it tells me that Dwyane Wade is more situated for being a starting player. J.R. Smith has spent the bulk of his career coming off the bench. 2013, he was Sixth Man of the Year. And there was a stretch there, like for 6 years when he was with the Knicks and the Nuggets, that he only started 25 games over a 6-year period. J.R. Smith is accustomed to coming off the bench. And I think what has happened is that because the last 3 years, we've seen J.R. Smith for the Cavaliers in the starting lineup. That's a very unconventional role for him. He was mainly a top reserve. Dwyane Wade has only come off the bench in his 14, 15-year career 9 times. So it tells me that J.R. Smith is accustomed to coming off the bench. He's more apt to be able to handle that type of a situation, and Dwyane Wade is better. D Wade is better being a starter. That's it. I mean, I'm not trying to read anymore. But when it's all said and done, J.R. Smith might play more minutes than D Wade as a backup.
So it's just a symbolic. Is that what this is?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We trying to win it. We try to. Hold up. Tristan Thompson's going to the bench also, because this is a total shakeup. Kevin Love's going to center. LeBron's going to play the small forward. Jay Crowder's going to play the power forward. D Wade the 2.
Tristan's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Is he good with that?
He got no choice.
Uh-oh.
You making $15 million.
Says Shannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look. I was out on him anyway. He did something he wasn't supposed to do, Joy. You know what he wasn't supposed to do. He got tangled up, and now he about to be a. I'm happy that he happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. He about to be a dad.
Yeah.
But that's bad. Woo!
You're giving us undercover reports.
But I don't really see a problem with it. At the end of the day, they're trying to find a lineup that when they face the Golden State Warriors, somehow Kevin Love's going to have to give them more than what he's giving them, especially when he goes against Draymond Green.
You know what I get from this? LeBron James has officially jumped the shark. Do you remember the episode where Fonzie is on the jet skis and he jumped over a shark in a leather jacket?
Yes.
And then you realize that Happy Days was ridiculous and it was all over and the show didn't matter? That's where we are with LeBron James. I don't get it. This is the same guy LeBron couldn't wait to run out on in Miami because he couldn't play. Now you're going to tell me that he's good enough to be a starting player. A lot of guys go to the bench later on in their career. It's not a knock on you. He's had a long career. He's older. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is LeBron James basically putting together Gary Coleman and Emmanuel Lewis when you talk about Derrick Rose together. This is the 2012 All-Star team. This is 2017, 2018. You're living in the past.
No.
This is LeBron James telling you he doesn't believe he can win.
He's going to win.
He doesn't believe he can win, and now he's just doing whatever.
So
none of this makes any sense. Derrick Rose doesn't make any sense, and neither does Dwyane Wade. It doesn't.
They needed a backup point guard, and they can't.
He's not a backup point guard. He's starting.
Because Isaiah Thomas is hurt.
Well, I'm just saying, when you look at these two guys and look at where the team is going, I just think LeBron has lost all sense of reality as far as where he is with this team. I think people are going to, if it wasn't the East, he wouldn't be playing these games. And I just realized that LeBron thinks we can do whatever we want because there's no one to really challenge us. Maybe the Celtics aren't ready to challenge them yet. Maybe a year from now it'll be totally different, but not yet.
Yeah.
Other than that, it makes no sense. Dwyane Wade should be coming off the bench, not as a starter.
I agree with my friend Rob Parker, but only to a point. I agree that once upon a time, before LeBron was coming home, that he left Dwyane Wade, and Joy was there at the time, he just left Dwyane high and dry in Miami, and I was stunned by it. And I figured that bridge would be burned, or at least on fire, and apparently not. Because I guess on Dwyane's part, this was true brotherly love. Yeah. Because it looked like LeBron basically told Dwyane, you just can't help me enough anymore. Your knees are shot. Yeah. You're shot as a player, because remember, they're coming off getting blown off the floor by the Spurs in the finals by a record finals margin. And LeBron is saying, I need more help. And all of a sudden, they have reunited in Cleveland. And LeBron obviously runs the franchise and has decreed he will be in the starting lineup, whether it's ceremonial or whatever you want to call it. But he will. And this is where you and I part ways on this. I still have so much respect for Dwayne's intangibles, his character, his leadership. It's way beyond LeBron's as a leader.
Stop it.
It is. It's way beyond.
That's not what the scout said. That's not what the general manager said.
Father time always wins, Skip.
I got you.
You're living in the past,
but
even
you know
on
what?
Dwyane Wade.
Dwyane he averaged 18 a game last year at Chicago. Not terrible. He shot a career low 43% and shot the second most shots on the team, Jimmy Butler. But he scored 20 the other night in preseason game. He's still good enough at, what's he, 35 now? Yeah, he's 35. So they're both in their 15th year, but LeBron is 3 years younger.
The NBA general managers, by a wide margin, said LeBron James is the best leader in the NBA.
Baloney.
I'm just going by what they said.
Well,
There's a lot
I'm just going by what I know and what I've seen. Dwyane taught LeBron everything he knows about winning. He did. Without Dwyane Wade.
He grew up with a single parent. He had to learn the hard way.
Please.
Stop it. That man's a natural-born leader. Natural-born.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not seen that because I hate to admit this, but I think Dwyane Wade will become the stabilizing force of what was a chaotic franchise last year in which the two stars on the team would not even speak to each other.
No.
One way or the other.
Hold on.
One had decided he wouldn't speak to the other.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
There's a difference. It was not two stars. There was a mega superstar and a star. And the star
was the closer, so he was the more important player because all the big shots were taken by the star.
All I know is that people were calling, y'all trying to get rid of Bron? Y'all trying to get rid of Bron? No. They can't move Bron. They moved him. Moved him.
So will JR and Tristan remain happy all year long?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
They're going to be happy. JR happy.
But
Tristan will be happy.
To your point,
He gonna have
maybe
Chloe by his
Dwyane
side.
starts
He'll
and
be
plays 5 minutes, and then mid-first quarter in come the two other guys.
He played
the
less than 30
Yeah.
when they were counting on him. Skip, I mean, look, if he can give them anything somewhere between 12 to 15 points and play somewhere between 25, 28 minutes, they gladly take that. But LeBron gonna win the MVP, so LeBron's gonna average 25, 10, and 7. So that's what we gonna do for you.
I just harken back to the Miami days, and I just look at it, and it just looks to me like for Dwyane Wade, he had nowhere else to go, no other situation. He had nowhere else to go. That's why.
Sure he did.
That's why he wound up in. He could have gone. He wouldn't go back to Miami because he wouldn't want to face Pat Riley, right? Who treated him a certain way, and he wasn't happy with it. So he winds up going back, going with LeBron.
All these free agents that's supposed to be going down there, you know, he wanted Dwyane Wade to take less money so he can get Kevin Durant. And he wanted to sign all these guys that's coming available. Why isn't anybody down there? It's amazing when you had D. Wade, how you can get people to come down there.
Well, but you know what? And I blame D. Wade for when he took less money and signed that deal. Shame on him.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who did that and put himself in that situation. And you know what? When guys do that, they usually get screwed in the end. And that's what
Not
happens.
usually, always.
Always, right. So he did that.
Just for the record, the Spurs did want Dwyane Wade, but you know what would have happened? He would have played 15 minutes off the bench.
Absolutely. You know what?
He was offered a bench role in Miami also.
And he was.
So.
You know?
Well, because that's where he should be.
But what this really tells you is that LeBron never really left because he thought Wade was done for.
He left
I don't know if that's the case.
He left because he wanted control over a franchise, which he got in Cleveland.
Yeah, but I'm not totally sure about that.
He's starting this year in Cleveland. He's starting.
I know.
That's what the story is.
Yeah.
I know.
So he thought his knees were shot 3 years ago, but now they're fine.
I think at this point he rescued his friend who was out there floundering, right?
Okay,
who
but
didn't want to be in Chicago. And you know what? Hey, bro, help me out, Skip.
Hey, Skip.
Help me out. I'm floundering. I need help.
I will
Help
say
me
that
out.
Derrick Rose and Dwyane Wade did excellent together last year in Chicago with that 31-win team. So thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.